tell me about your special hand massage. Is that what is?
It's a medical class grade massage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's been used for soft tissue injury for a very long time. Things like tennis elbow or pitcher's
Tennis
elbow.
elbow. Right now, my wife has tennis elbow right now. She is icing her elbow every day, dying.
Well, that gives her temporary relief.
Right.
If you do this 2 times a week for 3 weeks, it'll likely be gone.
What?
Yeah. So it's also used for plantar fasciitis.
Oh my God, this is like revelation for all of us who are a little more mature than other folks. This is like a miracle machine then, huh?
There's soft tissue injury created in plastic surgery, like liposuction,
Sure.
tummy tuck. Patients don't all heal nice and regular. So what this does is it helps to even out the result and speed up recovery.
So where would a person go to see to get treated by one of these machines?
There's in this area alone, there's probably 20
Oh, okay.
in the
So
Phoenix
lots of
area.
places. Okay, great. Explain to me what exactly this machine does, because you look at it and I know it stimulates blood flow, but what does that mean and what kind of things can it help you with?
Zimmer is first of all, a physical therapy company. They provided a number of technologies for the treatment of soft tissue injury, whether it be a sports injury or trauma or even after surgery. This technology has been around actually for a very long time. We were treating women's thigh injuries, like a muscle tear, for instance.
Sure.
And we found that with multiple treatments for the muscle tear, their cellulite was improving by mistake. And that's what launched us to start using this technology for aesthetics. And then when you look at its idea of treating pain and swelling for soft tissue injury, those kinds of things are a consequence of many of the aesthetic things that we do, like liposuction, like tummy tucks, even like the non-invasive fat destruction like Cool Sculpt, etc.
So basically, this is a machine that will help you heal, really, anywhere and anything.
It'll relieve pain, usually immediately. With a single treatment, that pain relief will last maybe a day. But if you do 2 treatments a week for 3 weeks, it can, most of the time, if not all the time, it will relieve pain for a long period of time, if not permanently.
How does the average person find a professional who understands this machine and understands how to use it?
There are actually 2 segments. There is the physical therapy segment, which is a different device than this. It operates the same way, does the same thing. And then there's a device that's used for aesthetics, like this one, which can do all the physical therapy things as well as the aesthetic things.
When you say aesthetic, what are some of the other aesthetic uses? Because I've seen that you kind of get almost a butt lift when you have cellulite and you go get liposuction. It will almost lift your butt up.
Cellulite is one of the most difficult things to treat. And you really can't do liposuction for cellulite. There are some devices that can help with the deeper parts of the cellulite treatment. But for the most moderate parts of cellulite, there really isn't a device until now that gives you a pretty reproducible result. It's not perfect, but it's almost perfect. It's not its number 1 use for cellulite. Its number 1 use actually is with Cool Sculpt. And Cool Sculpt, they do this hand massage afterwards, and this is more consistent than hand massage.
So after Cool Sculpt, you put this on, you use it, and you will see the results of that Cool Sculpt. What you went in to really get that you don't always see, you will get.
Well, some of the things with Cool Sculpt works very, very well for killing fat cells. But you create this condition where the patients have delayed response, and they may have some pain, but what this does is it speeds up the results, speeds up the recovery, minimizes the discomfort, and gives a more consistent result than hand massage. My hand massage is variable by nature. It's hard to do a massage consistently.
Ganesh, why is it important to be here at the Aesthetic Everything Beauty Expo? I mean, I see a lot of cutting edge technology, but you guys seem to have something that's right there.
The thing that's really unique, I think, about this is the utility. We don't really compete so much with the other devices that are here, but we augment and complement what they do. So to get the patient the best result and get the patient the most comfortable outcome and recovery, this can be a device that they would use with it.
I'm going to ask you something that's a little crazy, but I read this somewhere that this machine can actually help with erectile dysfunction?
It's a new application. It's not FDA cleared for that. It's actually an off-label use. To address your question, erectile dysfunction most times is about blood flow, about correcting the marginalized blood flow the patients are experiencing to get and sustain an erection. And what this device does by design is increases blood flow. So with one treatment, it's not going to do very much. It's going to increase blood flow temporarily, typically. But when you increase blood flow consistently over several weeks, it actually encourages angiogenesis, which is the growth of vessels. And that's why it's claimed to work for erectile dysfunction. We can't claim it, but physicians are telling us that that's what they're seeing, and they're making a business out of it, and they're making patients function again.
This really is a machine where I think a lot of people, and the company included, you have found that, well, it'll treat this, but it also helps with this. It'll treat this, it also helps with this. So every day there seems to be new discoveries of what exactly this machine will do.
It's a very comfortable treatment. It's very simple, it's extremely safe, and it's a Class 1 device, which means you do not need to be licensed to operate it.
So you could have it at home.
Yeah, well, knowledge always helps.
Right.
Experience always helps.
Right. Or you won an award, the best utility. What does that mean to you?
I think you've kind of got a hint of that by our discussion of all the things it's used for. I've had the pleasure of representing a number of products for years, implants and equipment. I've never experienced a device like this that crosses over so broadly within a practice. If you're doing aesthetics, there's probably something you're currently doing that this will help your patient recover more easily, more quickly, and maybe even get a better result. So that's why it got this utility award. It's used in plastic surgery, in dermatology, in gynecology, and urology. So it's a very broadly used device.
It's very interesting. It's kind of the all-use wonder tool.
It's amazing, and it's so simple and easy to use and comfortable. What I always tell someone before they ever experience it, this is called sound therapy. It's loud. It's the sound that makes it work. If it didn't make the sound, it wouldn't do what it's designed to do.
Okay,
And it sounds kind of like a woodpecker or maybe a castanet from a calypso dancer. Okay?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. All right.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, when you do cellulite, you actually move slowly across the area. Yeah.
Wow.
Very simple to use.
It is really simple.
And the funny thing is, no matter what the condition, we almost always use the same setting.
Really?
There's not a lot to learn.
Wow, so anywhere. So when
You have any aches and pains anywhere?
Oh, I do, but it's my groin. Oh, yeah, I just can't slide it, but I can.
After about 1 to 2 minutes, that pain will be gone. What it's doing is what's causing the
1 to 2
pain is
minutes?
the inflammation that's pressing on your nerve endings. And what this does is those sound waves push fluid ahead of it. So it's pushing that inflammation away.
And you mean it just goes away?
You'll feel when we're done, after a minute or two, you can stand up or do whatever you do that makes it painful, and it won't be hurting.
That's crazy. What do you do? You don't feel the tightness all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Feels better, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. This thing is unbelievable. Like, it really is unbelievable. Thank you. That's amazing.